So attention to all life insurance agents, whether if you just passed your exam or you are a current life insurance agent and you're looking for a company to join, here's the one thing that every life insurance agent needs to know so that you don't get screwed over as a life insurance agent and ultimately have to just like cancel out the industry because you didn't know this. If you're a new agent, your friends become an agent, share this and remember this. I actually got taken advantage of when I was a first life insurance agent and I almost had to leave the industry because they didn't talk about this. I want to share with you the one question that you can ask when you're interviewing as well with the company that's trying to onboard you so you can save yourself and not make this huge crucial mistake. Okay, so let me share with you the story first, and I want to share with you how you can identify the red flags. I'm going to share with you what it is. So I was a life insurance agent about 3 years ago. I got started. I listened to a podcast. I jumped on to this company and I signed all my documents. And then eventually when I tried to leave, I realized that they wouldn't get rid of my contracts. They wouldn't release me, meaning that they had a hold on all of my contracts, meaning that I could not go somewhere else. I couldn't sell business. And I had to wait nearly 6 months to get released to start selling under a new company. Okay. And why is this so important? A lot of these 3-letter IMOs, I was part of a 3-letter IMO, and these are the large IMOs that are like MLM. They'll recruit you in after you just got your license and they'll tell you to sign up for like all these different carriers. You'll get companies like AIG, you'll get companies like Mutual of Omaha, you'll get all these contracts to basically sell the products, right? And once you have access to all these products, if you were to leave like I tried to do, what you have to do is get a release form signed. And this is basically a sign document that says, hey, you are under this company. Do you authorize releasing Peter Roberts from your company to go to the other company? Okay. You just can't leave one company and go to another company. You have to get what's called released. Okay. And this is where these companies will screw you. They won't release you. They won't sign the document. So what happens is that these insurance carriers are like, hey, you might want to join another company, and this other company that you're trying to work with says, hey, we need your Mutual of Omaha contract that you got over here. Can you go ahead and go to your previous upline and have them sign the release form? And if they say no, a lot of people have this in their contract. They have what's called a no release policy. And that's what you need to know about, okay? If they have a no release policy, well, if you can't get that carrier for your new job or your new company that you're going to work with, guess what that means? That means that you can't sell business and you can't work with this new company. So these companies, what they'll do is they'll get licensed, you'll get like 5, 6, 7 different carriers that you can sell their product. These are main products like Mutual of Omaha. Everyone knows that. Everyone needs to sell that product. What happens, and you sign a contract that you're going to be assigned with this one company, and then when you decide to leave because the support wasn't good, their promises weren't fulfilled, you're not making money, you're getting chargebacks, and you're like, I need to go to a different company, you're going to go on Indeed or you're going to go on YouTube and you're going to apply for a new company, and the new company's going to say, hey, Peter, if you want to work with us, we need your Mutual of Omaha contract. And what's going to happen is they're not going to sign off, and you're going to be out of a job because the companies can't take you on because you can't sell the products that they need for you. Okay. So basically, how do you prevent this from happening? Number one, when you're in the interview process, you need to ask them, God forbid, John, if this doesn't work out, like if things, don't work out, do you guys have a free release process? A free release process. If they say, I'm not sure, then just absolutely run. If they say, no, that means that they will not release you. If they will not release you, that means that you have to wait 6 months to be naturally released from the carrier. So for example, if you get your Mutual Omaha contract with one company and you go to leave, you need to wait 6 months from your day that you leave, typically, in order to start selling it with the new company to get approved. So meaning that you can be out of a job for 6 months. You can't sell for 6 months, all because this company had a no release policy. And that's why you have to ask this question, because if you don't have the ability to release or transfer over, then you can't sell the products. And this company that you took all your contracts with will absolutely weigh you down and have all the leverage, have all the control, and prevent you from allowing you to make money in the industry. Okay, and a lot of agents don't know this, so be mindful of who you're signing up with. Ask them, do you have a free release process? If they say no, now you have a decision to make. if they're not going to release you, then you have to be prepared that 6 months, I'm not going to be able to sell those products, okay? If they say yes, make sure that you see that in writing, in a written document that you sign off of and they sign off of, so that you can hold them accountable, okay? So if you leave them and ultimately you say, hey, John, hey, company one, I need my Mutual of Omaha contract, and you're like, here's the release form that you signed, here's the permission, then they have to go ahead and sign off, which will allow you to transition as to a new company. So really important. Now, what I want to make sure that everyone understands is that you need to ask these questions in the interview. Don't get all your contracts under one company, and most importantly, have written documentation. The big kicker here is you can't have debt, okay? So if you go to one company one and you get Mutual Omaha, you get Aetna, you get SBLI, you get all these Corebridge, you get all these carriers, right? But then you have chargeback debt, they won't release you. So you have to make sure that you clear all your debt out, all your debt, okay, before you can transfer from one company to another, okay, if they have a release program. And most importantly, you want to make sure that you don't get what's called a Vector 1, okay? This is important. I wish I knew this when I got started. Let's say you work with a company called Mutual Omaha Company 1 under a 3-letter IMO. You sell 5 policies and all of them charge back, okay? Meaning that you owe the company back to Mutual Omaha, but you don't pay them. But then you think, I'm going to go work for another company. Well, that company's going to ask Mutual Omaha, do you have debt? And if they have debt, Mutual Omaha will not release you to company number 2. So these are really, 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 really important things that you know about. An agent messaged me like, man, he wants to work with me. And he's like, I can't get these companies. I wish I'd have known this. So I wanted to make this video. Share this. You need to know it as a life insurance agent so you don't get screwed over. Cheers.